Before we start today's video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, MutPacks.com. You can click the link down below and open exciting packs, win tons of coins, and withdraw your account right away. You could use promo code SHOOT for 15% off. Lastly, when you sign up down below, you can get a free 10,000 coin pack as well. All right, boys, you guys know we do top 10s on this channel for every single position in Madden 23 Ultimate Team, and now we have wide receivers, arguably the most stacked position right now in the game. So even for that fact, I'm going to give you guys 2 honorable mentions and then our top 10 here today. But if you guys enjoy top 10s, you enjoy gameplays on brand new cards, this is the right channel for you. Make sure to hit that sub button. We're on the road to 25,000 subs. And let's get right into the honorable mentions and then the top 10. So my 2 honorable mentions are, you could just tell how loaded these cards are that these 2 are honorable mentions. We have a 94 speed wide receiver in Deontay Johnson right here. If you guys do not know, Deontay, yes, if he had good abilities, he'd be much higher on this list. Obviously, not the tallest wide receiver in the world, but yes, 94 speed and all above 90 and all the stats that matter. He's still a good card if you're running an ability-less wide receiver, but this game runs on abilities. We all know that. And he gets not a single good one. Not one. He gets, I think, 0 AP run-off elite, but that's not even a wide receiver. It's like to help block for your running back. It's not even, you know, it's not a good ability at all in the game right now. But Jay Jettas, I like him a lot. 6'1". You are getting only 93 speed on him, but you are getting much more height. He's a good card all around. His route running is amazing. I know this is a very big fan favorite right here in Jay Jettas. He's a very good card. It just shows you how loaded this list is that these 2 are not making the top 10 for me personally. But yeah, I had to include them because these guys, it's ridiculous they're not here. My number 10, it was pretty easy for me and Mike Wallace. It was between I can't even talk. It was between him and Justin Jefferson, and they're both the same type of player, right? They're both very similar in height, 6 foot and 6'1". They're 93 speed. So you might be wondering, why did I take the guy that's shorter? It comes down to abilities at the end of the day. Like I tell you guys, abilities run the game. And Mike Wallace gets 1 AP short in elite, which is one of the best abilities in the game. And getting it for 1 AP is amazing. I know people might argue that Justin Jefferson gets route tech. As you guys know, this year, route tech is basically the same exact thing as short and elite. And route tech is known to be kind of broken this year. It doesn't work like it should. It's not as consistent as it should be, especially when you're paying more AP for it than short and elite, when they both do the same exact thing, if that makes sense. But Mike Wallace, I know it's not the biggest fan favorite in the world. I know his name's not Justin Jefferson, but we got to go with the better ability discount here at number 10 for me personally. At number 9, we kind of have a card that is just like Deontay Johnson. When I compared him and Deontay Johnson together, they are almost the exact same card, but Waddle just has simply better stats across the board. He's another guy that's not too tall. He's going to get 94 speed for you. And he's another guy like Deontay who simply doesn't just get that good of abilities. You could arguably even put Mike Wallace above him if you're looking for a cheaper discounted short and elite. But there was something about this card when I played with him. I don't know if it's his player model or what, but he played amazing. I really like the shorter guys in this game. I feel like if you're not throwing the high ball aggressives like a lot of people are in the game, and you're actually trying to generate some open space with your wide receivers, the small guys seem to get open more. I don't know if that's just me, but Jalen Waddle felt amazing out there. But like I said, kind of like Deontay Johnson here, just a little bit better version of him. Not a tall guy, but super fast, not good abilities, but I had to find a place to put him on this list, despite being a little bit more disappointing. So at number 8, we do have Larry Legend right here. And Larry Legend is one that I've actually liked a lot in this game. He is a 6'3", so actually the tallest guy we've seen yet on this list. 93 speed player, really good stats across the board too. 93 catching, 95 catch of traffic, and a 92 spec. And then the route running is all 92 plus right there. I think the route tree strat card is becoming the most popular in the game. I'm seeing it so much on Twitter. A lot of people in my YouTube comments are telling me they're running it as well. And if you get that, this card's going to be all above 95 right there. It'll be insane. But with Larry, the reason why he's a little bit lower than a couple other guys similar to him, or maybe even smaller than him, is another reason they just didn't give him good abilities. It's really weird how they pick and choose. It kind of ruins cards this year because we all are just waiting for discounted abilities. So when a player doesn't get good discount abilities, it kind of ruins the release of them. I kind of don't like the discounted abilities the more and more we get deeper into the game, because a guy like Larry should probably be a lot better in the game than he is right now, but he's still a top 10 receiver regardless. Definitely put him up there, but like I said, nothing really crazy ability-wise. So at number 7, we're going with the brand new Mike Evans, and if you guys watched the gameplay we released yesterday on Mike Evans, he went off. I think he had almost 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. He went absolutely nuclear. Probably the best gameplay I've ever actually had with the card. But with Mike Evans, the reason why you're seeing him a little bit lower, even though being like these stats are nuts. He's 95 plus in all of the catching. He has 94 short, 93 medium, and 96 deep. I know people see that and kind of get swayed, but like I tell you guys all the time, this game is really dependent, especially for wide receiver, is really height and abilities. Abilities are number 1. Height is probably number 2. And then obviously the speed factor. He does get 93 speed, but he is 6'5", 230. So not only is he huge, but he's going to break a lot of tackles because of that weight after the catch. But like with Mike Evans, he doesn't, I don't know what they're doing with abilities this year. Like I said, it's random. It is completely random on who they're giving the good abilities. Mike Evans, he does get deep out elite for 1 AP, which is really good. But his other discounted ability is route tech for 3. And if you guys do not know, route tech for 3 is not a discount at all. It's just I don't know, just not a good ability at all. You don't want to be using 3 AP. Just use the 2 AP short in, and then you probably use the deep out elite, which is a very solid ability in the game, but it's not needed in this Madden as much as it was last year. But Mike Evans, like I said, very successful. This is a card that it's going to be great without abilities anyways because of the height and the speed and the stats alone. But it's crazy that this card's at number 7. That's how loaded wide receivers are right now. So at number 6, we actually have Art Monk, and Art Monk, a 93 overall, still absolutely being very, very high up in the meta right now. And it has to do with him getting the 1 AP short and elite. So like I was saying with Mike Wallace earlier, 2 93s that are still pretty solid high up on this list. Art Monk, if you power him up, you do get the 1 AP short and elite, and he is 6'3", so you're getting a pretty solid size wide receiver. That's a really good height in the game. 6'3" and above makes agging, and if you guys don't know what agging is, when you basically throw a high ball and press Y, it is the best way to catch right now in the game. And you're 6'3", you're getting one of the best abilities for cheap. He's going to be amazing. And he's 90 plus in all of his stats, 95 catch of traffic. I see so many people hype up Art Monk still. I loved him when I had him. I know how good this card is. He definitely has to be high up on this list without a doubt. But at number 5, we do have the brand new DK Metcalf. And this is another guy that I had absolute success with. I loved him. I got to actually record it on stream. He is 6'3", 230 pounds. So a very big wide receiver. So with Mike Evans, you'll notice he had 2 inches on him and he was still weighed less than DK. That's how big DK is in game. And he definitely plays like it. He is 94 speed right there. So we're technically well, yeah, Deontay Johnson and Waddle, but you're getting our first tall wide receiver and top end speed at 94 right here. He also has amazing stats across the board, 95 spec catch and a really good route running, even 95 deep right there. But with DK, they gave him bad abilities again. He does get 1 AP deep out, just like our guy Mike Evans I just told you about. He also does get 0 AP run off elite. I told you guys earlier, it's not really that good of an ability. I don't really think it's that. I tried it out and it doesn't really do as much as you think it would. It sometimes glitches out and it will get you 10 yards more blocking, but it feels very rare at the end of the day. But DK Metcalf, I felt like he had to be somewhere high up on this list. This card's a beast. And like I said, 94 speed and 6'3". You gotta be top 5 at this point. You gotta be. So at number 4, we do have Randy Moss, and you might be wondering, why is Randy Moss above DK, right? He is only 1 inch above, and he's -1 speed. Usually we would take the speed there, right? But I do like Randy Moss because he does get a good free ability, meaning 0 AP. He gets deep out elite, which is a very, very good, like I said, it's not a needed ability, but it's a very good addition to have in the game. I know he does get route tech as well. I think he gets that for 2 AP, if I'm not mistaken. Or he might get it for 3, but nonetheless, even if he gets it for 3, just use the short end for 2 AP. Then you could use that and also have deep out elite, which is amazing. But like I said, I'll take free abilities every single day. It benefits the team so much. And Randy Moss, I don't know what it is, but he's amazing. It's Randy Moss in Madden. We all know what he could do. That's 6'4". He also does break tackles. I know he's only 210 pounds compared to some of these guys at 230, like Mike Evans and DK, but he still breaks tackle, man. This dude's a beast out there. So at number 3, we do have Steve Smith Sr., and you guys know you need 3 wide receivers on the field in most offenses. I'd probably say like 95% of offenses you see out there in Madden have 3 wide receivers, and Steve Smith is about as valuable as it gets right now. And like, I put him at number 3 because I do like the other 2 guys above him, but I feel like Steve Smith is still a must-have. Like, if you're running 3 wide receivers, he has to be in there, and that's because 0 AP short and elite. He goes on the Legends team. He gets top end speed at 94 right there, and then good stats across the board. But none of that matters at the end of the day, right? We had Cooper Kupp earlier in the game, but Cooper Kupp's starting to fall behind. He only has 91 speed, which would be by far the slowest player on this list. We get a 94 speed player here. He's going to get the best ability in the game for a wide receiver for free while maintaining good stats. I know he's 5'9", but trust me, it has not mattered at all. And he breaks a lot of tackles too. I don't know what it is. I actually don't know what his break tackle stat is, but he's been playing him. Yeah, 91 break tackle on this guy. This how small he is out there. If you've used this card, you know this card has an absolute dog in him. Love Steve Smith right now. At number 2, we do have Calvin Johnson. Some people might argue in the comments that he should be number 1. I like our number 1 guy just a tiny bit more than our guy Calvin. But remember, don't get too mad. You need multiple wide receivers on the field anyway. So I feel like our top 3. I feel like the top 3 is locked in. I really do. At the end of the day, you can maybe even move DK in there if you truly wanted to, or I don't even know. They're all like, all these guys are very stacked. But like I said, number 2 and number 1 and number 3, I feel like are my top 3 locked right now. But Calvin here at number 2, 6'5", 230. So he's breaking insane amount of tackles here. He has 94 speed, so top end speed. That's the fastest speed in the game right now. And then he has 96 back catch, 96 deep route running, and amazing stats across the board. He does get deep out elite for 1 AP. He does get deep in elite for 0, but you don't want that. The ability is very, very mid unless you're running post routes consistently with him. It's not glitched like deep out is where it activates everywhere. He does get route tech for 2. So if you're going to use short in or route tech, I actually, like I told you, route tech is completely broken this year. And Calvin, it actually feels really good on. His feels consistent. He's actually my slot right now in the game. Love him a lot. Definitely a beast right now. And I recommend him. I really do think he should be on every God squad. You need 3 wide receivers. He has to be one of them. Number 1, this was pretty easy for me. Mike Williams. Like I said, I think it's really close, but I like Mike Williams personally by far the most right now. He is 6'4", so you're losing a little bit of height right there. He is 94 speed. So yesterday when they released the card or revealed the card, he only had 93. They surprisingly boosted him up to a 94 this morning. And you can see across the board, 94 catching, 94 catch of traffic, a 96 spec. And then it's actually kind of a mirror right there for the route running too. It's 94, 94, and then a 96 right there as well. But the thing with Mike Williams, he has a 1 AP short in elite. I know it's not free like Steve Smith, but he is a much better card than Steve Smith ability-wise. I know you're going to pay 1 AP more. This card is amazing. Yeah, you're getting the best ability discounted, and you're getting an amazing card. 6'4", top-end speed in the game, top-end stats in the game with 96 spec and a 96 deep route running. I love ability. Like I said, abilities make this game go wild. I know he's an inch shorter than Calvin, but I'll take the better ability every single day. I'll tell you guys that every single day over the 1 inch, but you're probably going to have both of them on the field at the same time anyways. And his card art. Come on, this card art's fire. He has to be number 1. Hey, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which wide receivers are you using in the game. I'm actually using the top 3 right now. I usually don't. I'm not big of a spender, right? I'm not a big spender at all, but I had to splurge for the wide receiver position. I actually pulled the Mike Williams myself. I was very lucky and fortunate, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash the like button, hit the sub. We're on the road to 25K like I told you guys earlier, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, boys.